Hey y'all, I wanted to make a video about a specific topic, something that was brought to my attention as I thought about the Shiba Inu dream that I had, and as I was setting some buy orders and some sell orders. So the main issue that I wanted to bring up was trading pairs. So what I discovered and what okay, so some exchanges will only allow you to use USDC and USDT Tether as your trading pairs for your buy limit orders. These are considered to be stable coins, but what I wanted to bring up is this is the USDC chart. When the market crashed in 2020, it took a dip here, or the coin lost its peg. It went down to a 97-cent valuation. So the stable coins can lose their peg, especially if the market has a lot of volatility. Here's an example of Tether, another stable coin. It lost its peg. It went down to 92 cents back in, this looks like 2017. And then again here in 2020, around the same time USDC lost its peg, it came down below 98 cents. And I mention this because on KuCoin, I set some buy orders for Shiba Inu in anticipation of a crash. So I'm setting the orders for a low, trying to get it at a discount. And the thought occurred to me, what if these stable coins lose their peg? These orders will they still fill? So in the Shiba Inu dream that I had, I saw a Coinbase chart, and I was trying to log into Coinbase. So I switched this screen to show you where KuCoin is using USDC and USDT stablecoins as trading pairs. On Coinbase, you can use dollars. This is USD dollars. So when you go into the advanced trading setting, they will have a special conversion option where you're converting USDC into USD. This value should never fluctuate, the cash or dollar value. So this trading pair, to me, I think that is a less volatile option. And maybe that's why God showed me Coinbase. And I also wanted to kind of give an example. Oh, sorry. This isn't too technically savvy, but I've got lots of limit orders. This is just an example of 3 buy orders and 2 sell orders. So in the dream, I had a 13-cent value that I saw pop up on the screen. So I do have sell orders at 13 cents. I've got them at 12.5. I've got them at 11, all the way down to 10-cent range. I try to break them up into, I guess, small chunks, so to speak. So I'm doing multiple orders at 13 cents, multiple at 12.5, multiple at 11, trying to break them into manageable volumes. The buy orders that I have are the same. So right here, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 zeros and a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6 zeros and a 1. And this is 6 zeros and a 1. I also have some at 7 zeros and a 1. You know, I have some at 6 zeros and a 5. I've set them, you know, in the video I did, I said it just looked like it gained 9 zeros. Or it looked like it gained several zeros for a total of 9 zeros. Well, it was a dream. You know, I didn't have time to sit there and count it. That was an impression. But, you know, Crypto Night used the term you're fishing. So you don't know the absolute, even if you know the peak sell price, you know, we don't know the bottom of the crash. So you can set it at different levels, whether it's 6 zeros or 7 zeros. The maximum value that I've seen on KuCoin, Kraken, or Coinbase is 7 zeros and a 1. That's the cheapest they'll let you set a buy order for. So I wanted to post this just to raise the idea that, you know, these trading pairs with the stable coins, you might run into a problem. If the market dips that severely, they will probably lose their peg, even if it's a slight. You know, they might lose 2 cents on the dollar. They might lose 2 cents or 10 cents. You don't know, but how is that going to affect your order? Because you won't have the same purchasing power. You know, I think even Robinhood, if you wanted to set a buy order, you would have cash backing that instead of a stable coin. So it's something to think about, diversifying and not relying on any single exchange. I know Kraken has US dollar trading pairs, which is, it would be a cash reserve for your buy orders for SHIBA INU. So they have a US dollar trading pair. I think that that's important. So I, you know, oh, this screen went blank. Sorry. Something to think about, something to pray about, and also, I guess, let me move this. Oh. You know, when you first have a dream, my Shiba Inu dream was at the beginning of September. I've had a lot of time to think about it. And sometimes as you meditate or revisit, say, a dream or a vision, it can gain additional meaning. You may have an initial impression that God is saying one thing, but it could be bigger, broader, or slightly, you know, different than your first impression or what you think is the interpretation. Brother Keith has even brought up how some dreams or visions could have multiple meanings and they all be true at the same time. So why did I see the Coinbase interface in the Shiba Inu dream? That was the question I had. For months I've thought, why did I see Coinbase? You know, since then FTX has crashed. Okay. God didn't ever show me FTX, and thank God I didn't have any money on there. But so I go, okay, maybe God's showing me Coinbase because that's going to be a good platform to use for this event. That's one thought. I'm not saying that's true. I'm going, okay, Lord, you know, is it? Well, I had funds, you know, using KuCoin, and I started thinking, well, you know, the trading pairs are stable coins. What happens if a stable coin loses its peg? What if it gets attacked and it just goes to even to zero? You know, that happened with Terra Luna's stable coin. I think that was UST. So we saw that event happen. We saw FTX collapse and their token collapse. So they call them stable coins, but they're not as stable as we would necessarily want to believe. And there's evidence. I showed the graph. So I still can ask the question, okay, why did I see Coinbase in that flash crash vision? This is actually the original drawing that I had, and in the dream I saw this chart. I saw zeros being added. I know that this event, as it was depicted, is like a lightning flash. Came back up, and then the next thing I saw on the screen, I was trying to log in to the account in the dream. Trying to log in, going, oh my gosh, it's about to happen, it's about to happen. And then I saw this number. If I'm not mistaken, well, a $10, if I'm not mistaken, a $10 buy order at 7 zeros and a 1 would yield a billion Shiba Inu. A $10 buy order with 7 zeros and a 1, decimal place 7 zeros 1, would be a billion tokens. I could try to second guess that, but that opportunity, this flash, is once. It's, you know, they say lightning doesn't strike in the same place twice. So we only have one chance to get this right, and so that's why I'm making this video. It's something to consider. Don't have all your eggs in one basket. You know, if you just had 3 $10 orders over 3 exchanges and one of them executed, that's life-changing wealth. Again, I'm breaking it up. Just for example, I might have a total of 40 buy and sell orders on one platform. I'm trying to break them up into small increments with different sell points, different buy points, within a range. I know God showed me the 13 cents, but that doesn't necessarily mean all my orders should be at 13 cents. I go back and forth in my mind going, well, should I, you know, is that the maximum value? Is that the price God's telling me? And again, I don't have all those specific answers and just know them. But I do believe there's a reason why God showed me Coinbase in that dream. And the more time that passes, it made me want to get some money onto that platform and place some of my buy orders on that platform. It's up for interpretation. This is not financial advice. It's a faith-based recommendation for your consideration. And again, if you know, in the comments, if anyone has any thoughts, you know, last night I was praying, and I was really just trying to wait on God and hear from Him. And it's almost like God's been silent. I haven't been receiving as much as I would hope from the Lord. But last night I saw a few pictures when I was praying. They were kind of, you know, I'm almost falling asleep, and I saw one picture of it was like looking into this big dining hall, and it was a big table, and all these places were set at the table, and it was this table would have been 100 feet long. It was like in a big I don't know, a guest room. Is all I could say. And so I see that picture, and I don't know exactly what it means, but it was a very long table and all the places were set. I also saw pictures of doors with copper doorknobs. And it was almost like the knobs were turning. So, maybe that means that the Lord's about to open some doors. So to see a picture of a big table and doors, and of course I'm just trying to stay kind of awake in a prayerful, receptive posture before God, and I'm wondering, what exactly does this mean? These are good, I guess, positive symbols, but I do know that this is a one-time event. It's a one-time opportunity. And I have felt an urgency. I stayed up till 3:30 in the morning the other day getting stuff moved around and getting some things onto Coinbase. And some of this, you can second guess yourself. I see people in the comments. You wonder, should I put this into a buy order or should I just buy SHIBA now? Should I put this into XRP or should I buy Luna Classic? And in crypto, it moves so fast. There's always a digital asset that breaks out that you can say, oh, I could have bought it and I could have made a little return and bought more of this. And with crypto, it's infinite. I think that's why having these instructions is so valuable, that Luna Classic, SHIBA INU are going to multiply your seed money based upon your faith and what God showed you. You could just load up on XRP, and when the day comes, Lord willing, that everything be financially a blessing. These other meme coins, it takes a little bit more faith, in my opinion. It seems like a more foolish use of your time and money, but to me, I believe this is a calling and a ministry for certain people. That you say it's the wealth transfer community of believers. It's a small group of people. And you have to imagine, how many people are really setting these orders for some cataclysmic crash? How many of those orders will actually go through? How many? And so it's got to be a small fraction of the world population, even of the population of believers, that's putting their resources in a position to receive this one-time type of an event. And so I was talking to Brother Stephen, the Crypto Knight, and he said, Brother Lawrence, we're going to be someone else's wealth transfer. God's going to use us to redistribute what we have. These instructions we're following, and into the future we're going to be responsible for managing the money and being maybe the employer or just a provider for people who didn't have this knowledge or couldn't have done it. So just some thoughts. I recommend praying about this and taking action. Don't drag your feet. It's been 3 months since I had that dream. The phrase SHIBA INU, you're up next. You're up next. That said a lot. It didn't give a timetable, but SHIBA INU, you're up next. That's a powerful statement. So again, even a $10 order, $100 worth of buy orders at that level can change the entire trajectory of your financial future. So that being said, I'll end the video. God bless y'all, and let me know what y'all think.